Okay, I think we can start now in respect to audience who are here.
Yes, doctor, please, you can start, okay. And the students are joining. I'm recording all the lecture. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, do you see my screen, my PowerPoint? Okay, is okay now? Everyone?
Yes, doctor.
Okay,
yes, doctor, it's okay.
Okay, thank you very much. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, in the name of God. I am so glad to hear, and it is my honor to have this presentation with my colleague and our student, our brothers and sisters in Iraq, in Basrah University, one of the biggest universities in Iraq. This is very great for us for this collaboration. We have this chance to have more collaboration. Actually, one of most important of them is a few months ago with a common conference, first international conference with Ferdowsi University of Mashhad, Faculty of Sports Science and Faculty of Physical Education and Sports Science in Basrah University. And I'm really glad for second time I can share my idea and I can learn from my colleague in Basrah. Thank you very much for inviting me, and thank you very much for this opportunity. Okay, so let's go about this topic. Is so actually a common topic and very basic topic, but so important: body composition assessment and obesity management. As you know, not just in Iraq, not just in Iran, all in the around the world, this is the pandemic. Obesity and overweight is the pandemic, and actually the increasing rate of obesity is not acceptable, and it is estimated that in 10 years or 15 years the number of the people who are in the obesity or overweight condition is too high. And you know better me about the disease and some health problem related to the obesity and actually overweight, not just for the health. You know, this topic is important also for sport and athletes' performance. So basic but so important. I think it could be a good reminder and could it could be a good discussion. We share this topic together. So first of all, I would like to introduce some basic concept. Actually, body composition, we usually use the two specific terms, lean body mass and body fat. The human body can be divided into fat-free mass and body fat. You know, fat-free mass is composed of all the body's non-fat tissue, such as bone, water, muscle, connective tissue, organ tissue, and teeth. And body fat include both essential and non-essential fat. And essential fat actually include lipids incorporated in the nerve, brain, heart, lung, liver, and mammary gland. These fat deposits are crucial for normal body function and make up approximately 3% of total body weight. It's so important, essential fat. We cannot play with this amount because it's so important for healthy activity. And in other hand, we have non-essential actually fat. You know, it could be it's difference. It's around 10% in man and more than 15% maybe in women. So the body composition actually we can divide into lean body mass and body fat. And based off these, we can say the percent of body fat, it could be important. It's quite related to the health and activity. As you can see here, the body fat percent lower than 80% is along with a health risk, and above 32%, but also is some risk for health for women. But for men, less than 5% of body fat, maybe it could be some health related problem, and more than 25% also it could be risky amount. And the average normal body fat for women could be around 20 to 23%, and for men should be between 10 to 15%. So it's very simple definition of body composition. And here also you can see the difference between male and female, and actually men and women body composition. As we can see here, the element and component is same. I mean, the body composition consists of muscle, fat, bone, and other tissue, water and protein, something like that. But that could be so interesting for us. You can compare muscle for women and men. Interestingly and dramatically different. More than 45% of body weight and body composition of a man is consist of muscle, but this for women is something around 35%. And also you can see.
Excuse me, doctor.
Yes.
Just the first slide disappeared on us. Do you change it, or you just explain on the first slide?
No, I have changed the slide. I have the second slide. It's not possible.
No, just the first slide disappeared now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it okay now?
Yeah, it's okay now.
Okay. So, okay, we have to, okay. So I'm talking about this slide. You can see here the body composition of the men and women, and the element the same, but that is important for us, and we have to make attention is about the muscle and fat. You can see here, just let me to increase the large of the slide, and just let me to modify the slide. You can see better. Okay. So
you can press F5 too. Sorry, doctor. You can press F5 in order to maximize and make it full screen.
So no, is okay. You can see no.
F5. You can press F5, the button on the keyboard. F5.
Yeah. I know F5. So I'm here. So it's okay now.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay. Thank you. So sorry for this interruption. Let's need to activate the pointer. Just a minute. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. I'm talking about this part. This part is so important for us. As we can see, about 25 to 27% is fat, and for men, it's just 15%. Very important. We have to consider this difference between men and women, and when we want to choose the athlete for talent identification in the sport, or also in order to weight management, we have to consider these essential fat. Sometimes people doing lose weight without any attention to this essential fat. We shouldn't play with this amount. Always we have to make our body composition and essential fat and non-essential fat, and we have to check with the standard norm. Okay. In this slide number 3, I hope you can see this slide now. You can see the difference between male and female body component. This is for the above chart is for a man with age 20 to 24 years. This is the norm, and the height is 174 centimeter. And the above chart is for a woman with the same age, 20 to 24 years, and the height is 163 centimeter. You can see exactly the body mass or body weight for the men is 70 and for the woman is 560.7. But as you can see here, we can see a very clear difference between muscle and body fat between the men and women. So it's important we can manage, we can actually assessment the body composition. So if you want to define the fat-free body mass or FFM, as you know, it can be defined body mass divided of all extractable fat. I mean, if body mass or weight is 75.1 kilogram and body fat is equal to 23.6%, so easily we can measure fat mass. Fat mass is equal to body mass multiple percent of body fat. It's not hard to calculate it, and after that we can calculate fat-free body mass by extracting body mass and fat mass. We can change this together. So it's easily to calculate some element of the body by knowing the body fat. You know, the understanding and measurement the body fat is important. You know better, okay? And also is about the lean body mass. Lean body mass is about the all content essential for normal physiological function through the lifespan, and lean body mass in everything without fat mass. And we have to consider, we have to calculate these two. Why this is important? When we want to manage weight, while we want to planning and designing a program for weight losing, we have to know this information about our client, about our patient. And after that, we can make a good decision. In the next slide, I will show you a good example how if we don't have good information, we may make an incorrect decision. So let me go to the next slide because here is more better. Okay. Yes. So there is a very simple example how the incomplete and incorrect information lead to incorrect decision about the body weight and body composition of a patient or client. You can see here the 5 people named A, B, C, D, E. And as you can see here, this all of these 5 persons have the same age. You can see all is in 20 years. But the difference weight, for example, the people A has 70 kilogram and B 90 kilogram, C 70 kilogram, number D is 100 kilogram, and E 70 kilogram. So in the first glance and the first look, it seems that the people D is more heavier, as maybe we think he is in the overweight or obese condition. And after D, you can see the people B is the second place for the weight. His weight is 90 kilogram. And maybe in compared to the A, C, and E, these 2 guys, B and D, have higher weight. So if we have just this information, we can say, okay, now the people D is obese or overweight, or also maybe the B, but A, C, D have the same condition, maybe. So when we see these people in person, when we see these people, the shape of the body of these people, maybe we can change our idea. As you can see here, the people and B has 90 kilogram weight, but as you can see, the high is so tall in compared to other. And the people see his weight is 70 kilogram, but as you can see, his high is lowest in compared to other for other people. So it's important. The body shape is important. The just age and just weight is not enough for decision. So if we consider their height, then we can consider body mass index. You are familiar with body mass index. Body mass index is calculated by weight divided to height squared. As you can see above the slide, the formula. If we use the body mass index, we can compare the people better together. You can see here the body mass index for the people A is 24.2, and if we want to compare this body mass index, and if we want to make a decision for health condition, we can use the chart or this graph. As you can see here, the body mass index between 18.5 to 20.25 is normal and it's a healthy condition. Above the 25 is the risk part, actually overweight condition, and above the 30 means the obese people, and under the 85 is also so thin, is underweight condition. So when we consider the height and weight together, then we can compare the people better just only by weight. You can see I calculated for all of them the body mass index. You can see here, and now you can see that the people number C is a bad condition. You know, the body mass index of he is 31. It means that he is in obese condition. He is obese actually, but the weight is 70. His weight is 70 kilogram in compared to B. The weight of the B person is 90 kilogram, but because the height of the people B is taller than the people C, so the body mass index is lower than C, and the people B is the healthy condition, but the people C is in unhealthy condition. But it's not enough, because as we can see here, the people D also the body mass index of people named D is higher rather than others, 34.6. I am talking from this part, as you can see here. So if we want to compare this body mass index to the chart here, you can see the 34 is the as in the some how can I say explanation in this part. Yes.
Excuse me, doctor. Do you change the slide? We're still on the same slide, the third one.
Oh, I think, yeah, I have changed a lot of. I think the problem is with the internet, because you know I am here actually. The slide number 8.
We just see the third slide only.
Oh my God! So I think it's better I don't maximize my PowerPoint. Yes, it's better.
It's better if you maximize it, because you can change it and we can see it. That's why I told you press F5.
Yeah, I press F5. This is S5, you know, but it starts from the first.
Yeah, okay. We just can pass it faster, and we reach this slide.
No, we are here. As you can see here, this is slide.
This is slide number 8 now.
Yes, yes. So you mean every time I have to press F5?
No, every time you have to press on the slide itself. If you are not maximize the presentation, if you want to maximize it, press F5. You will start from the first slide, then continue just by shifting by arrows.
Yeah, you are right. Okay, I will try next slide. Okay. Thank you.
Otherwise, you can go for the tab slideshow on the top of the menus.
Yeah.
Slideshow. You can press it now, please. I will be with you. Slideshow.
Yeah, it is a slideshow. Is okay?
No, you're still at home.
With me is at a slideshow. So I think it's better I present with this, you know, normal.
Full screen mode. On full screen mode.
Full screen. Yes, just a slideshow.
Yeah, this is slideshow. And from beginning.
Yeah,
from beginning. The first one. From the beginning.
Yeah, so it's okay now?
Waiting.
I'm in the slide 8.
We are waiting. No, not yet. Press it again, please. Press it again.
Press it again, okay. From beginning, okay. Or I can show current slide.
From beginning. You can do current slide, but we missed all those slides. We missed all the previous slides, actually.
Yes, so from beginning, yes. Okay, no, you can see my slide, yes?
Yeah. Now I see it.
And it is changed? I am here in slide 8, okay?
Now this is, I think, slide 7. Slide 7 has appeared now.
No, I am in slide 8. No, it should be 8. I am here. Sorry for this. I don't know what is the problem, sorry, but I tried to fix it. So, okay, this is some people, I don't know what is that you are seeing, but this is some people, 5 people, you know?
Yeah, this is slide 8. Okay, we can continue, but when you shift to the other slide, please ask us that if we see the next one or not.
Sure, okay.
Thank you.
Sure, sorry about this problem. It's not my fault because I am not familiar with Google Meeting. Sorry about this. I am just talking about this important.
Which platforms do you use? Which platform in order to shift it? If you are not.
Adobe Connect. Adobe Connect is actually we are using Adobe Connect here, and maybe sometime we use yeah.
Zoom? Do you use Zoom?
Yeah, Zoom also Zoom, but sometimes it's filter, you know. But Zoom is okay. I use Zoom also.
Because Zoom is also good for us. I tried to shift to Zoom because Google Meet have some problems, but the coordinator, Dr. Mاجد, told me that your side don't want Zoom because it's filtered and sometimes you need to install VPN in order to make it work. Is it right?
Yeah, you are right. Yeah, that is the problem. You have this problem, and the Zoom doesn't work well here. But there is no choose. I have to continue. We have to continue with Google Meeting.
Yeah, okay.
I think we have to
continue. Yeah, okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you too.
Thank you. Excuse me, audience. Sorry about this problem. This is very important slide for me because I am sure, in my opinion, we have to know about the difference and importance of the body composition. In this slide, you can see same people with same age, but different weight and different height lead to different body mass index. Body mass index is a good indicator for the healthy condition and situation. And as you know, you can see the right part of the slide here is the definition and explanation for this chart. As you can see, the different color, and the green part is the actually normal and healthy zone and area based off the body mass index number, which you can calculate by this formula. This formula says that weight in kilogram divided to height in meter, actually height square. immature. So when you calculate your body mass index, you can compare with this chart, but I want to say it's not enough. You know, it's good but not enough. Why? You can see compare the people numbers, the people C and D. When we see these two images with two people, it is clear that the people D is muscular. He is athlete. He is actually maybe a bodybuilding. And the people C actually, as you can see here, is in overweight and obese one, but the body mass index of the athletes one is higher than people who is in overweight or obese condition. That is the weakness of body mass index. Body mass index just judgment based on the weight and height, and it sometimes is lead to some problems for our decision. And as you can see here, we have to use body fat percent. When we use body fat percent and compare it with body mass index, we can see, okay, no, the number C have the body fat percent above 30 and is too high, and the people D have body fat percent about 15. It means yes, his weight is larger and he has the largest weight in compared to others, but his body fat percentage is lower than others. It means he is athlete and he is a sportman. So we have to, there is no way, we have to consider, we have to calculate body composition, because if we want to make a good decision, and it's important for us. So okay, and another way is using WHR, weight to height ratio. Is very good and helpful technique and measurement that help us to compare people based not just by weight, but by distribution of the body around the distribution of fat around the body. I will show you in next exercise. I am the slide number 9. I hope you can see this slide. Weight, circumference, and this is risk. Do you see the next slide? Okay, hope you can see this slide well, because in this slide you can see the chart that when we use waist circumference and that actually with body mass index, we can see the situation is different. For example, for the people with the body mass index between 25 to 29, without the large waist area, he is in the middle risk of health. But if the body mass index of a people be between 25 to 29 and the circumference of the waist be larger than 102 centimeter for men and more than 88 centimeter for women, the risk is high. You know, it's important not just body mass index, the distribution of the fat and also body fat is important. So I am in the slide number 10. Hope you can see this slide. Also, in this slide, you can see that the two different conditions. This is the output, this is the result of the in-body matching. I'm sure you are familiar with in-body. This is a machine that you will stand on it and you will get some handle, and after a few seconds you will receive a print, or maybe you can see on a screen the result of your body composition. And this is the very common and regular this day in all gyms and sports science and health service health services. So you can compare these two people, different people. In the first people, as you can see here, his weight, I need to use pointer. The weight of these people is so high. You know, this area, the green area is the normal area. As you can see, the weight is 103 kilogram. It's very high, you know, in compared to the normal weight in compared to his or her age. And also you can see the muscle of this person also is too high. It's not bad. Actually, if we have a high muscle, actually it's good. But the problem is the fat mass, and the fat distribution is also too high, as you can see here, in compared to this area. And in same type, you can see the percent body fat also is high in compared to normal. It means this person has overweight, in overweight condition and obese condition, and also this person have a large amount of the muscle, and this person need to decrease his or her weight, and he or she should decrease the fat. Also, if he want, he can also decrease the some muscle, because his muscle is so large, so in compared to the normal. In the lower chart, you can see other people, the weight is normal, okay, but why the percent body fat is high? The problem is the muscle mass of this person is low, and the combination is important. Sometimes body fat percent alone is not enough. We have to consider muscle mass and lean body mass, because if some people, for example, some older people or some patient with cancer who have the usually lower muscle in compared to the normal population, these people, if we just go with the body fat person, we can say, okay, the body fat person is high, but actually it's not true, because the muscle mass is the low, so is some problem with this matching. We always check weight, body fat, and muscle together, then we can make a good decision. And normal body fat for men and women, you can see in the slide number 11. I am here, present body fat norms for women and men. You can see it's different between athlete and obese. In athletic, women is around actually 14 to 15, it depends, 40 to 20. Usually we consider 15% of total body weight could be for body fat. For men, it could be between 6 to 13. We usually consider 10% for athlete. For fitness and for good shape of the body, usually for women, we consider 22% body fat, and for men we consider 15%. And it's important, more than 32% of body fat for women is not good, and for men 25% also is not good. So the conclusion of this technique and this topic is we need to consider actually weight, body fat percent, and also lean body mass. These three together we need to consider. Okay, so the question is how we can measure and how we can actually determine the percent of body fat. There is some techniques, as you can see here. Hydrostatic underwater measurement, skinfold, electrical impedance analysis, waist to hip ratio. These are some technique here. I think you can see better. For skinfold, actually we use caliper, one of the anthropometric method used for measuring body fat. So its other name is pinch test. As the name implies, this method involves pinching the subcutaneous fat layer with fingers and measuring the thickness using a caliper. A caliper easily portable and measurement is simple and inexpensive. However, this method involves estimating the total percent body fat based on subcutaneous fat. Also, a large portion of body fat is subcutaneous fat. The measurement may not be accurate for people whose body fat distribution vary also. Measurement is difficult if the subcutaneous of fat layer thickness is 5 centimeters or more, and so sometimes the people who want to use this technique should be so skillful, and the people should have good experience to work with caliper, because the most important source for error in this technique is the experience and the knowledge of the people who want to assess the body fat with caliper. It's so important. Another way is hydrostatic weighting. Sorry, just a call from the international affair. I have to answer because maybe it's for our presentation. Just a minute, sorry. Yes. Hello. The responsible for the management is calling me, and is what the problem with my presentation? Maybe the problem is with the slide. You are not able to see the slide. Sorry about this. I am trying to fix this problem. Sorry about this. I don't know what is the problem, but normally you should be able to see my slide. I don't know why it's not possible for you to see my slide. I don't know why. So I just want to show just in the video presentation, not in the slideshow presentation. Maybe it's better for you. So as you can see here, there is a difference technique for, I'm talking about the hydrostatic measurement of the body fat. Actually, this technique, as you can see here, this technique is good for clinical and some research purpose. Is not possible for everyone to use this technique. There is some equipment, and it's easy to use. It actually is easy because when you just you need to weigh the people out of water and under water, and after that there is an equation. You use this equation we can see here, and then you can calculate the body fat percent. Actually, about the underwater weighting is regarded as the gold standard for body composition measurement. You know, this is very accurate, but it's actually is not possible for everyone to use this technique. And the third technique is air displacement plethysmography, and this technique also is expensive. There is impossible for everyone to use this technique. Is accurate. Usually the principle of this technique is about to placement of the weather when the people is inside the machine and outside the machine. The difference between the weather and the weather movement in the two situations will be used to calculate the body fat. Is good for research, it's good for clinic, but actually in field and for people who want to work with athletes and for the coach and Actually, the trainer usually maybe using the skin fold is better, or they can maybe use the other technique. For example, DEXA also is so expensive and clinical technique, as you can see, I think in this slide. There is a machine. You should lie under this machine, and the machine scan total of your body, and after that give you an accurate estimation of the body composition. MRI also is other technique, but is so expensive, is clinical, is not possible for everyone. But the other alternative way is bioelectrical impedance analysis, or in body. You know, this is the I think you are familiar with this technique. You can see this type of the machine and this equipment inside your university maybe, or in other gyms, maybe health service point, and it's easy to work, but the data is not accurate because you have to follow some rules. You should be fast. You should drink enough water before you want to use this machine. And also the using the information is machine need to some knowledge, and is not actually easy to use, but it's popular. I don't know why. This is non-invasive method, and actually is good someone maybe be familiar with technique. Okay, so in conclusion, I want to make a conclusion for this part. First, we need to determine our body composition, not just weight, is necessary. Yes. Is necessary for to measure body weight and body fat percent and lean body. These three parts is important for people who want to work with weight management. It's very important. Okay, for athletes, usually we consider the water, the total water of the people. So it's not easy to calculate and estimate the body water just for by bioelectrical impedance, or maybe for DEXA by skin fold, and is not actually by caliper is not possible. You calculate the water of the body, but we can calculate the body fat percent and also lean body fat by some formula. Okay, so if we want to consider body composition for weight management, we have to measure the body weight, body percent, and body fat percent and lean body. Okay, after that we have to if we want to change our body composition, we need to know about the calorie. We need to calculate how calorie we can intake to body or we can burn. It's important. And if we want to change our body composition, usually we want to decrease the fat, increase the muscle. We need to know about the actually energy balance, and we need to know about the caloric and caloric restriction. The key to keeping a healthy ratio of fat to fat-free mass is maintaining an energy balance. You take in energy, calorie from the food you eat. Your body use energy or calorie to maintain vital body function, for example, resting metabolism, to digest food and to fuel physical activity. When energy in equal energy out, it means it's the same energy in, energy you receive, energy out, energy you burn. When these two types is equal, it means your weight, you maintain your current weight. To change your weight, to change your body composition, you must keep the energy balance equation in particular direction. It means if you want to gain weight, your incoming, your food, your energy which you intake should be increased in compared to the your energy you burn. And if you want to decrease and lose your weight, your energy expenditure or your energy you will burn should be increased in compared to energy you intake. It's simple, you know about this. It's very simple, is not confused, but this is the rule. This is the very important. Okay, so first of all, we have to measure, we have to calculate the total energy expenditure of our client or our patient or ourselves. You know total daily energy expenditure, as you can see here. This total energy expenditure is consists of resting metabolic rate and total energy expenditure for physical activity and total energy for food we receive. These three elements together will make total daily energy expenditure. So first of all, we have to calculate resting metabolic rate. There is different way, there is different equation. We have direct and indirect ways and method to calculate resting metabolic rate, but one of the popular way is using the formula Benedict and heuristic that I will explain for you later. So there is some question here. What is basal metabolic rate or resting metabolic rate? Actually is the minimum energy that we need to receive from the food that the normal living and normal function work without any problem. And usually is this body mass basal metabolic rate or resting metabolic rate usually calculate in 20 hours. And is important. We have to consider for everyone, because if we want to decrease our food, we have to consider that the energy that we receive not be lower this basal metabolic rate. You know, it's very crucial. It's very important point. Basal metabolic rate is the point that we cannot use calorie under this amount. I will show you a formula. Here you can see the Harris and Benedict formula is the popular formula that we use for calculating basal metabolic rate or resting metabolic rate. As you can see here, the formula is different between men and women. And if you want to calculate your basal metabolic rate, you should know your weight, you should know your height in centimeter, and you should know your age in years. There you can put these three in this formula, and after that you can calculate your basal metabolic rate. Okay, when after that you calculate this basal metabolic rate, you should choose your level physical activity, and there is a chart here. You have to compare your daily work and daily activity with this chart. For example, if you have lightly activity, for example 1 to 3 days per week light sport, it means you have to multiply basal metabolic rate, which you calculate with Harris-Benedict, in 1.37. As you can see here, I was just here. Yeah, sorry, okay, yes, here. Yeah, for example, it depends of your client, of your patient. It depends on you. First, you have to calculate basal metabolic rate, BMR. After that, for example, you calculate 2000 kilocalorie, and you find that your level of physical activity is lightly activity. Then you have to multiply 2000 calorie in 1.3, and after that you can calculate your calorie that you need to maintain your weight. Okay.
عربي رحمة والديك.
Sorry, do you hear me?
Please, can you speak Arabic?
Yes, doctor. Yes, continue.
Yeah, this okay.
Yes, doctor. Continue.
Okay,
We don't
okay.
understand.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. And that is okay. We have just 2 slides. After that, we can talk about the question. Okay, so we received this slide. I have to give you a summary. First of all,
we can't speak English.
yeah, okay. So
سيد علي بس استماعية المحاضرة، بس استماعية للكل يا ولد.
استماع شنو راد علي؟ كل شيء ما
غير كونكتيم شيء غير كونكتيم
محاضرة العميد الكلية شباب، محاضرة العميد الكلية والعميد قال عليكم الحضور وانت استماعية فقط.
خب ماكو مشكلة، احنا حضرنا هسه وجاية.
شنو اسمع لا شنو اسمع لا شنو اسمع.
okay, just I will continue this slide, and after that, if there is question, I will hear. Okay, the very simple rule. If we want to choose, if you want to lose weight, we have to make a deficit, caloric deficit. What is mean caloric deficit? It means if you need one, for example, here you can see this part. Just let me know. For example, here, if you need 1,500 calorie to maintain your weight, if you want to lose weight, you have to actually increase physical activity, or you need to eat less, 500 less. For example, if you want to lose half kilogram, actually 47 grams per week, you need eat 500 calorie or less per day. Okay, it is clear here. So simple. I think is not necessary to more describe about this picture. That is important for me. That is, I always advise to my client, to my patient, to use physical activity and caloric deficit. It means I always advise them you can use 250 calorie from food, and you can increase 250 by exercise. You know, daily 500 calorie deficit. It means you can increase your activity, or you can eat less. It's together lead to half kilogram per week weight lossing at least, and you can increase your weight 1 kilogram per week. It depends to you, but the standard is between half kilogram to 1 kilogram per week. And if you want to achieve this amount of weight loss, you have to deficit, you have to receive less calorie, less than about 3,500 calorie per week. It's important. Okay, so I think this slide is important because if you want to actually manage the body composition, always this question, okay, the caloric deficit means we should eat less, is important, or we have to do more exercise. It's very good pyramid of the factors which are involved in the weight management. As you can see here, it depends your target. I always mention that there is difference between fat loss and weight loss. When we talk about weight loss, it means that our muscles in good situation. We are in overweight condition. I am overweight, but the muscle is good. I also have a large amount of the fat. Usually in this type of people, we prefer to use caloric deficit. It means eating less. But for people who want to lose fat because their muscle is a normal, is not high, but is a good, is a normal, we usually ask them to do exercise. You know, it's different to your target. When your target is fat loss, it's better you go the weight training, resistance training, and also aerobic exercise sometimes. If you want to, if your target is to weight loss, it's better you go to the caloric restriction and cardio and aerobic exercise. It really depends to your condition. But for both of them, increased protein intake is important. And you know, usually because when we eat protein, the body, the digestive system of our body usually work harder to digest the protein in compared to the carbohydrate and fat. And if we increase our protein intake to 2 grams per kilogram of body weight in the time of the in the period of the weight lossing, it seems to be help us to decrease our weight. It's good recommendation to decrease their weight. But weightlifting is good for people who want to lose fat, and cardio and calorie deficit is good for people who want to lose just weight. It doesn't mean weight loss or for weight. Okay. In conclusion, I would like to summarize all of my slides. I mentioned body composition is important because when we know about body composition, we know about our health. And there is very, very strong relation between body composition and the health situation. And when we are talking about body composition, we are actually talking about the fat and muscles. And we have to assessment, we have to determine body fat percent and lean body mass is too important if you want to make a decision for our body composition. And after that, we have to calculate our caloric, actually daily caloric need, and we have to calculate basal metabolic rate, because we should know how amount of calorie we should receive to maintain our weight. And after that, if we want to lose weight, we can decrease 500 calories per day. And if we want to gain weight, we should increase our calorie by 500 calories per day. And for managing the weight, for loss or gain weight, we should consider physical activity and nutritional plans, and also psychological management. I mean stress and anxiety and some sleep problem, you know, inadequate sleep. All of them are involved in obesity and getting weight. Okay, my talking is actually finished. My slide is finished, and I'm sorry about the problem with slide. First, it's not my fault. Actually, I don't know how we should manage this problem. Sorry about this. I am so sorry about talking English. I really want to talk Arabic. Unfortunately, my Arabic is not good. Is my fault. Sorry about that. And hope in the next presentation and next meeting this week we have a translator, or maybe it's possible for me to increase my knowledge of Arabic. Sorry about that. Okay.
No, okay, sir.
Thank you. I'm here.
Thank you to you, sir. No need to be sorry. Actually, these lectures have to be in English, and we want our students to improve their English language, because it's a common language for all peoples or countries. And thank you to this lecture. Technical problem is everywhere. There's no problem from our side. Also, we have technical problem, and for the slides also, it's not your fault. Actually, it's Google Meet fault. That's why we discuss about changing the platform. But what we can do, we enforce to do this and to use this. Thank you again on behalf of our Chancellor and our Dean of the Sport College, and hoping we will see you again in other lectures, interesting lectures, and to see you again also personally when you visit us. This is an open invitation to you and to your family and all your colleagues and faculty members to visit our university and to visit our country, to Karbala, Najaf. You are very welcome, and you will see our hospitality, inshallah. Thank you again.
Inshallah. Thank you very much for your nice hosting, and my brothers and sisters in Iraq. Dr. Mاجد here is Iran. As you know, Dr. Mاجد today is in Iran, and tomorrow he will receive in Mashhad. We have a meeting with Dr. Mاجد here in the faculty of Mashhad, and we know in future we have a good collaboration with Basrah University. Inshallah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for our audience.
Thank you too, sir.
See you soon, inshallah.
Inshallah, inshallah. Goodbye, sir. Thank you very much. Goodbye. شباب راح انزل لكم الرابط مال الحضور حتى تسجلون حضور.
السلام عليكم.
شكرا.
عليكم السلام شباب.
السلام عليكم استاذ كيان. دكتور صباح وياك.
اهلا دكتور، حياك الله، يا اهلا بيك، الله يحفظك ويسلمك.
حياك الله. بداية احنا ارجع مرة ثانية نبارك بجهودك اللي ما اعتقد ما حد واحد جاي يبذلها يومية، وانا
الله يحفظك دكتور،
اثني على طلبتنا وتدريسينا الحاضرين، لان الناس هذا يدل على انه للاطلاع والفائدة، وانا عشمي بطلبتي وتدريسي دائما يكونون بهذا المستوى. وسلم لنا على الدكتور واشكره الشكر الجزيل لانه يكتب بالانجليزي، وقل له سيد العميد يشكرك ويشكرك على جهودك على هذه المحاضره القيمه اللي افتهمنا منها الكثير، حسب ما قاعد يمي يسولف يمي واحد همين انجليزي جاي يسولف وياي ويترجم لي. شكرا جزيلا لك استاذ كيان.
شكرا دكتور، ممنونين لك. انا بدون ما تقول شكرت نيابه عن السيد رئيس الجامعه ونيابه عن حضرتك باعتبارك عميد الكليه وموسى. وهو رجل يعني هو اعتذر من عندنا، قال انا المفروض احكي عربي، قلت له لا، انت ما المفروض تحكي عربي، واحنا نريد نرفع مستوى طلبتنا ونقويهم بالانجليزي. فان شاء الله المحاضرات تستمر، والله يكون بعونكم. اليوم 3 استاذ زائر، هذا انجاز ينضاف الى انجازات.
وباكر عندنا اثنين
ان شاء الله. ان شاء الله.
السلام عليكم. السلام عليكم. السلام عليكم.
عليكم السلام ورحمه الله وبركاته.
شلونك استاذ كيان حبيبي؟
الله يحفظكم، الله يسلمكم، الله يحفظكم دكتور.
دكتور احمد رئيس فريق العلوم التطبيقيه بالكليه التربيه البدنيه وعلوم الرياضه.
اهلا دكتور، حياك الله، شرفنا بيك، الله يحفظك.
طبعا احنا من صباح هذا اليوم ولحد الان يعني عفنا كل محاضراتنا بالبرنامج الوزاري وبرنامج الجامعه الالكتروني، وبقينا مرابطين لهذه المحاضرات القيمه بصراحه، وكان جهد مبذول من حضرتك ومن المحاضرين ايضا ومن اخونا دكتور ماجد بالتنسيق، وعانينا من البدايه من الروابط، لكن الحمد لله والشكر